Hi, Scorpio moons. Thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Femme Carrot 144. Very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the wonderful sign of Scorpio. Unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. For this reading, I will be doing a 6-card spread using the Cosmic Tarot deck. I'm going to go ahead and begin shuffling. And I just want to say that I love you. I hope that you all are doing well and feeling ultra blessed, as we have a lot to be grateful for each and every single day. I'm hearing be nice. There may be some things that you're experiencing, people that you're experiencing, where situations are happening for you where it may not feel so good. And I feel like a lot of you are growing, gaining perspective and insight on a new you, a more calmer you, who is, I would say, very introspective, reflective on the past, and I feel changing a lot of that energy for yourself, for the betterment, and also for your health, I'm hearing. We'll do a couple more here. Let's put the deck here. Okay, so the first card we have is the Devil card. So with this energy coming out, it did come out in reverse, but I don't do reversals. I feel like either way, with this energy being the first card, I want to say that for some of you, this could go one way, and then for another group of you, a different way. What I was getting overall is that this energy, just as I was channeling, may be present in your life where things are helping you to grow and come into your power. I also feel that a lot of you are coming into a more sexual side. There may be some of you who are experimenting. And then also, too, a lot of night work. I feel a lot of night work that has to do with your overall stability, where there may be a strong dedication, where it could be coming somewhat of, I would say, like a habit that may be something that needs to be worked on or is being worked on as far as career and work, with this being the card of Capricorn. Like, I'm seeing the Devil here, just kind of like business-like, and almost like like his finger here is pointing like, yeah, that's me. So, you know, I just feel for some of you, for a certain group, there's an energy that has to do a lot with career, and then there's also another energy that has to do with like more of a sexual type deal, where there just may be very intense, passionate, spicy, sexy feelings. And again, a lot of experiment. I would say just like an abundance of sex. And then for those where that business-like energy is coming in, This could be the type of career, like the surroundings of this energy of the devil. I feel that it may be connected to your career or something that it is that you're doing. A very eccentric energy. Someone unafraid to take risk. I feel like this is an old soul as well. And it could be possible that for some of you, you are here in this lifetime to work on those energies as far as what may have been a habit. I would say in past lifetimes where it could be that your South Node is in Capricorn, North Node in Cancer. That could be for some of you. And then also too, that could just be strong energies in your chart that are designed in a way to help you along your path, on your soul journey. This could also be speaking to the beginning of your spiritual awakening and just the energy overall that has been dominant. That could be possible as well. Purple energy, I'm seeing this as like more of like a passionate energy, and I'm getting like Prince. And purple rain, like there's no rain, but there's a lot of purple, and just that energy of that purple. And I would say like with the channeling of Prince, like what he represented tying into that. And I kind of mentioned this before too, but just being that strong individual who is all about their business, but very, very old soul. I feel a lot of you are also, because of this, I would say a high success in a career, like you're very talented. And that being connected to the risk taking, knowing when to take risk and knowing, for the most part, when to kind of sit still, and not having everything to do with the success of career or business as well. But I would say like I'm getting like strong ego, because there's all this stuff kind of going on and around the devil, but I'm not really like noticing that. And then also too, these could be like fingers. It could definitely be a symbol. I'm also seeing an E too, but I'm getting the energy of like fingers, like of someone who may be behind you, holding on to you. So I would say, yeah, it's either like more of like a business type energy, speaking to one's journey and possible obsession with, like, not obsession, but like overwork. And then the other spectrum, I'm getting like very, very sexual, passionate energy, being surrounded. Like some of you could even be in orgies, to be honest. Or with that business, this being the business that has something to do with something sexual. That's a possibility too. Don't mean to sound redundant, just want to make sure I get that clarity there. And then the tower here could be significant as well. Like a desolate area too. I do feel that this may be like undercover type stuff, because I don't feel like a whole lot of energy of there being like a magnitude of being, widely known. Like this could be some kind of secrecy type deal too, where there's a certain location, a darker location, kind of somewhere off into the city or something like that, in an old building. So just take that as it resonates. That was interesting. All right, let's see what the what the second card is. So, the Three of Swords, with this following the Devil. I do feel like I'm starting to get more, like, whether, you know, whatever scenario, if any scenario resonated with this energy of the Devil card. Venus energy is also in this. You could have very strong Venus in your chart, or a significant placement with Venus, like Venus in Capricorn, Venus in Scorpio, Sagittarius, Libra, Leo, all of the above. That's what I'm hearing. Too funny. Okay, so with Three of Swords, with the 3 energy and this following the Devil, I do feel that for some of you, that journey energy that I was feeling. So I feel like this is like telling the story of the beginning of a journey and the energy that was presiding within, or, you know, not necessarily with you, but of energies around you. And then with the Three of Swords presenting itself, like what you may have experienced. I'm getting more, though, that you could be one of these 3 people here. And it not necessarily being a bad thing. Again, I feel like everybody has a special purpose on this earth, no matter what it looks like. And so I just feel that a lot of you have chosen to come into this life as like the catalyst for helping other individuals to go through particular energies in order to awaken and to become their true individual sovereign self. And so for some of you, you know, you can possibly have taken on a certain energy that I would say, you know, is bringing in the Three of Swords for a particular energy here that just, I feel like I'm hearing like delicate, beautiful, in need of transformation. And we'll take that as confirmation. Swords energy is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And I just feel that there were 3 individuals where, again, you could have been one of these individuals who had taken their sword with a certain intention towards another at a certain time and just made the choice to possibly inflict pain upon someone. And this could be a situation too where you were involved with 2 other people. And the reason why I say the intent, like I'm feeling the intention was more of a lower vibration. And the reason I say that is because these individuals are kind of standing and watching as almost like after they've inflicted the pain to make sure that the job was done. This energy overall is taking place behind a brick wall. On the other side, like before I even like focused in on this, I was getting like nature and vegetation, like a much brighter side, but this is a dark energy. We have two dark energies here present. And so I do feel that for a lot of you, again, this is speaking to the beginning of a certain journey. I'm seeing the blue here too. So with that swords energy, I feel like this could definitely be dealing with something that has to do with the mental, but communication that was coming through that wasn't of a great nature. And being a part of something where there was like a trifecta of these energies coming again to this particular rose energy, where I do feel this was an individual or a person, or overall just agreeing to be a part of something where there was a particular goal to complete a certain mission. Two male individual energies, and then we have a female energy here. And these are not gender specific. This could actually be the presence of a masculine energy, but be a female. And the same for this one as well. I do feel that, you know, if this were a crew to get together, like there were certain people that were chosen and not just anyone could be a part of this. Where this energy I feel is the strongest, with them being in the front, the tallest, and the overall energy here present in their face. Also with the wisdom I'm getting from the age there, possibly connecting to the old soul. So this, you know, if you're resonating with that energy of the devil there, and I feel like these two are connected. And then another energy here where there's more of a book smart individual, someone who may be like in very smart with like mathematics and accounting, who kind of keeps the books, but then also has intellect and like a wide range of things. And then a female who kind of, I would say, like is like a balance for these two masculine energies, who is I would say very concerned about their looks, what they receive, their luxury. And I do feel that even though like I was getting this as like the stronger energy up front, but with the feminine energy here, I feel like this is like kind of like an overseer who makes sure that these two are actually doing what they were assigned. Very traditional, I'm getting here too. Looking at the wardrobe here. And then someone who has been hidden, because they have this veil over their face. I'm getting too that there may be some type of injury to this person here as well, or like a concern with their looks, and this is why they wear that veil. And I'm hearing burns. Ooh, so that was pretty deep. And one more thing I'm getting is that it could be possible that this energy here is very vocal, and the mission being a part of something that has to do with affecting that speech. And these swords going in and that blue kind of bleeding out towards these energies, where they might be receiving it from after what they've, you know, done with their swords here. And kind of soaking up that energy. Alright, so let's see what the third card is. We have the Five of Pentacles, so I'm automatically hearing someone salty. And this could be you or someone that you're connected to. But I do feel that with the Three of Swords being present in the middle of the Devil and the Five of Pentacles, again, I do feel very strongly that this speaks to the beginning of a particular path. Like, I do feel that this is going to get lighter because it's pretty dark for the first three cards here. So the Five of Pentacles, Pentacles energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It is quite possible that, you know, Five of Pentacles energy is feeling left out in the cold. And so with that following the Three of Swords, I just feel that one of these or all of these energies may have been connected to this rose, felt a certain way with a certain perspective and mentality. And the reason being is because of these energies here. This feeling left out in the cold, and then kind of, you know, having this overall devil energy being like very dominant within oneself. And again, like, there's like desolate area where it's like foggy. Like it's like a sad energy. This energy is very strong here, and the gaze and the stare here is almost like I'm getting the same energy with this one too. And then also too, looking at the devil, I just noticed he's facing towards the past. And so that again would confirm the energy of what one and how one has began a particular path that they're on. I would say moving towards transformation and going through a transition, having to be in these energies here in order for there to be some kind of change taking place. But again, getting back to this energy here, I just feel that like seeing the main three in the front too, definitely feeling it could be this three, where all three of these energies have kind of collaborated and come together in order to inflict some kind of energy that's, you know, doesn't feel so good towards another, who I do feel, with this being a rose, is very innocent and delicate. And so with the Five of Pentacles, again, coming back to that feeling left out in the cold type energy, I do feel that this has everything to do with like a mentality. Because, you know, no one can make anyone feel left out in the cold. That has to come from within that person. Because we're never, like, anything that falls away from us is not meant to be in that space. And to be filled in with something that actually serves our needs at that particular time. Not even just our needs, but what is necessary for true soul growth and to continue moving forward. And when one, you know, kind of stays on a particular situation or energy that is no longer meant to be in that space, it can give the feeling of being stuck and these feelings of being left out in the cold, that Five of Pentacles energy there. I also feel too that seeing these chipped pentacles, like I noticed that it could be like feeling a certain way because money has been affected, stability has been affected, and now I feel with, it's possible too, like because this happened, we're kind of coming into an energy of a Five of Pentacles. And these pentacles here with the 5, speaking overall to change. But mainly, I'm just getting, you know, again, the first thing I channeled, someone salty. Because someone possibly made a choice for themselves and moved away from an energy like this, you know, because they didn't want to stay in that. They didn't want to stay stuck. They didn't want to feel pain. They didn't want to feel hurt. All right, so let's move on to the 4th card. Maybe we can get just a little bit more of this 5 of Pentacles here. I just feel like it's like almost like self-infliction, like causing oneself to feel a certain way because someone actually made a choice for themselves to move away from what no longer served them. Let's see what the 4th card is. We have the Hermit. So this is the brightening up of this, I feel. I was totally feeling that. Especially with these, again, those first 3 cards being kind of dark. So the Hermit energy is Virgo energy. And with this falling underneath the Devil, I feel like this is like an enlightenment. Going within, staying very strongly within one's solidarity. Taking the time to meditate. And really look within the soul to really feel what is real for that individual. And I do feel too, with this taking place and with the dedication and the time that has been put into oneself, it has opened up and brought to light, I would say, that self-reflection of how one has been on their journey, coming away from that. Like even with this 5 of Pentacles energy where someone may be salty, like there's movement away from this energy back here behind them, walking away from what no longer serves them. And so we have the Hermit, where I'm seeing this lotus here. Lotuses rise from the mud. And then I feel like there's a very strong cosmic connection that's taking place within a few of you. I'm seeing these as cherry blossoms too, so Japan could be significant. With the full moon here, it's kind of hiding behind this blossom here. So I feel like it's speaking to like the onset of possibly the next full moon cycle. And one really embracing this particular period as it comes along. We just came from a new moon, and this reading is timeless, so do take it as it resonates. But I feel very strongly this is like a major star speaking. It's in more of the east direction, and I'm hearing the I feel like the east, like the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, and I feel like a very strong energy of that cosmic energy. Seeing this too here, like it looks like another moon behind here, but this could also be the sun that's rising, where I feel like this star may be significant as far as one's chart, one's birth chart, or actually just being guided because of the work that's being done within. Jupiter energy is present here. And then we have other, especially Virgo, other symbols here with the sun. Like I just feel like there's an absolute connection of enlightenment that's taking place as one is going within, meditating, and really feeling within themselves how they feel about themselves and loving themselves more. Some of you may like to stretch just to get that extra feeling in your limbs to loosen up. Some of you have a special lamp that you keep and that you use. And then I'm seeing and feeling also the energy of being a part of martial arts like karate or tai chi. Strong connection to birds. I feel because of the energy that emanates within you is vibrating on the outside of you. And seeing these stars here too, it's like the stars are within you and they emanate on the outside of you. Whether it be, you know, actually on you or the clothes that you're wearing. But the bird, I feel like this is a message that's coming in for you as well, where they're just kind of watching you as they arrive here. And I feel like they're kind of surprised by the glow and the amount of power and energy that you have. So with that falling underneath the devil, again, I feel that speaks to the change and the transformation, where this is facing the past energy. This is facing, I feel, the future. And what one is looking forward to as they're doing the inner work on their soul. Very strong energy there. I would say a very true spirit, a pure spirit, humanitarian spirit as well. Going through that absolute change and moving forward, bringing oneself into new beginnings with endings, where I feel this devil energy could be an ending. And this whole absolute soul growth here that's beautiful and loving, I feel speaking to that new beginning. The ultimate change. So let's see what we have for the fifth card. We have the Ace of Wands. So with the Ace of Wands following the Hermit, being underneath the Three of Swords, I do feel that this Ace of Wands is connected to the Rose. I feel that the energy of these swords here going into the Rose, where the attempt may have been to put this Rose to rest, I feel that that energy of those swords went throughout that Rose, but as it was entering into the Rose, like the connection with that, I feel the Rose, like, how do I want to say it? So the swords go into the Rose responds in a certain way and gives off a certain energy that I feel kind of neutralizes and then magnifies itself, doing the inner work, almost like this Hermit, doing the work and staying strong, regardless of, you know, these three swords here, where this energy, I feel, is like dripping. And as I said that, I just noticed this here, where this kind of looks like a drip. And I'm also getting to that this Ace of Wands energy, like the attempt with these swords, could have been to try to keep this new beginning from happening, to try to keep this down within the Rose so that nothing can come out of the Rose. But I feel like what's happening here is just making this energy stronger to where it's going to increase in its power and just totally like surround. The more like this energy I feel is suppressed, it just grows in its power and its strength to where I feel it kind of reactivates itself. The more it is suppressed, becomes stronger and gains that momentum to be able to push these swords up in a way and to come through the middle of this rose. And I would say also to bring light to this darkness here. And that being a part of this overall Ace of Wands energy, where with the Ace, that being a 1 energy. And then Wands is Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. But I'm also seeing this energy like this rose as being like protected. And very electric. Like I'm getting both energies of magnetism and electricity. A destination. This could have to do this new beginning of the Ace of Wands, where the Wands energy overall is about, I would say, definitely structure, foundation, home energy, but also using one's creativity. And that's where I feel like that drip, like the energy of those swords coming into this rose and how that rose is reacting. Like I feel that's part of this creative way of overcoming this Three of Swords overall energy here. But this could also be dealing with travel. Traveling and having a love for the sky and the sun. I just feel like this is like a preparation of this rose here that's being activated with the energy of that Three of Swords. And the way that that activation is taking place is very present here, where I feel like I'm seeing this as like electricity. And then also too, this lightning bolt here. And with this mental energy too being above, I would say like almost like gaslighting and telepathy. But it's feeding into the energy of this rose and just making it stronger, where they're emanating that continued growth of energy, where it's just like bursting out of them. And I feel coming down on everyone. Anyone they come into contact with, anyone they have come into contact with, like a lot of individuals. But I do feel that with the Hermit following the Five of Pentacles and being under the Devil, I do feel that this again speaks to the beginning of a journey and what one has come to. And as they're doing that, meeting up with possibly this rose energy here. Excuse me, this rose energy here. And that could be connected to the traveling that I was getting as well. And that telepathy, doing some astral traveling possibly as well. So let's see what the 6th card is. We have the 8 of Pentacles. So with this following, the Ace of Wands, being under the 5 of Pentacles, we have 2 Pentacle cards that are aligned here, where I'm kind of starting to see like this energy being aligned or connected to this energy being connected to this energy, and the attempt on what was being or attempted to be suppressed and obviously cannot. And then this speaking overall to the transformation of one here. So I do feel, take it as it resonates too. Just take it as it resonates, where you could be a part of this 3, or you could be this rose here. And I feel that this rose is very heavily connected to this Ace of Wands and this new beginning coming about because of a 3 of Swords energy, brought about by 3 individual energies here. And then again, that overall transformation feeling I was getting, I feel is absolutely being spoken here, where we began with the Devil energy, possibly a part, excuse me, of this 3 of Swords energy, feeling left out in the cold, even though it's possible that, these energies brought this situation onto themselves with their choices. Realizing this, moving away from what no longer serves, not liking the feeling of that and everything that has happened, going within in that Hermit phase and going through a transformation, transitioning away from this dominant Devil energy here. And then with the 5 of Pentacles aligned with the 8 of Pentacles, I just feel that these are 2 individual people. Like, I'm not even noticing these 2 here. I feel like these may be these energies here, but I just feel like almost like this energy here is this energy where they're kind of attempting to blend in the mix of this and just moving their way out of a situation that they no longer want to be a part of, where they did feel at one point left out in the cold. And so I do feel that with this feminine energy here in the 8 of Pentacles and the rose being here, this definitely being tied to this 3 of Swords here. So this whole situation coming to light. And with the 8 of Pentacles falling on the Ace of Wands, I feel like this is that energy here. The rose. We have the rose here. And the hard work of an individual, a very strong feminine energy here. And you could be a male, having very strong feminine energy within. Very beautiful. I would say that innocent feeling is coming about, an abundant energy. And there's more confirmation there. Very natural, like a natural beauty here, who has just worked very hard, very proud of themselves and accomplished. Moving towards the 10 of Pentacles, I feel, with that rose energy, bringing it back to life. And seeing this ray here, I feel like this ray has to do with this Ace of Wands energy that is within this individual, where I do feel also too with this falling under the 5 of Pentacles and that 8 of Pentacles energy of this feminine energy, that they're very intuitive and utilize their crown chakra, their third eye, throat chakra region, in order to speak truth, but also to tap in and have the visualization of what it is to be able to see what's happening. Like in this 5 of Pentacles, this energy here is kind of covered up, like they don't want to be seen, like they're peeking through garment here. But I feel that this 8 of Pentacles sees this, regardless of how they try to hide or the way that they try to be hidden. The work that's being done by this feminine energy is able to see because of what it is that they do, because of this creative energy that's within them, that's very electric and also magnetic. I feel there's like a energy that speaking to like the union within oneself and what that utilizes within them as they bring about even more strong energy but the pain and, you know, possible suffering that one has gone through, which isn't really suffering. I feel like it speaks to the polarization that one has to experience, or one does experience on their journey, in order to purify themselves. And I feel that this is speaking to that purity. But this being like I feel like the basis of a story here. And because this has taken place, I feel it's been like one of these drips, like these drips. I'm seeing these drips here too now, where I feel like this energy, because of this Three of Swords and what they've gone through and that growth, how they're able to visualize and bring down drips. Because I'm seeing this as like drips here too, and that activating other individuals that they're connected to. And so I feel that with any kind of infliction of pain, where I feel it's towards this feminine energy here, a very strong, it could be a very strong fire energy too here as well with that Wands energy. They could have strong fire in their chart. But I do feel they are helping to activate, like it's an activation exchange, where a situation could seem like super painful and hurtful, but it's all in a design of a particular purpose of, you know, what we signed up for coming into this world. Knowing that it could possibly look bad, but there's an assignment here that's necessary for one to come into their soul growth. And I feel that that's what took place here. And just overall with this Eight of Pentacles energy, being able to see that, to bring in that power too, and to visualize and to manifest. And so I feel like they're manifesting the healing, going through, you know, the healing phase. With this rose here being in full color. Eights are representative of abundance, and also the Magician energy, where the Magician is very powerful and holds all four aces as part of their tools to be able to use all four elements together to be able to truly manifest what it is that they wish to see for themselves. It's also possible too that this feminine energy, with this being under the Five of Pentacles, also felt left out in the cold at one point. Coming away from that with that progression, if that is the case. And again, moving towards Ten of Pentacles with this Ace of Wands here. I'm almost seeing this as like this. If you notice here, these are similar shapes here. With this ray here, and the way that this is pictured and coming down in the same fashion, in the same shape. So I do feel strongly more of this energy just being able to see this happening and taking place, being able to see what's going on if it's trying to be hidden overall. And I do feel that this devil energy has become aware of that and has decided to, again, come into this hermit energy here to transform and to come away from what no longer serves them as well. So the work is being done. It's being done by both energies that I feel are present here. As far as these other two energies, I mean, again, I was getting that those could be the same energies there. And with them being in the front, I feel like it's possible that there was some kind of illusion that all three of these individuals were going to go somewhere together. This individual kind of fell back and went into this hermit mode, made the decision for themselves. as these two individuals decided to keep going and walking to wherever it is that they were going. But this Eight of Pentacles energy, this feminine energy, again with that abundance, I'm just seeing like very comfortable, put themselves in a very good place, adoring their work, seeing how well they've done, looking on all their accomplishments, and just taking great pride in that. So that's beautiful. I want to see what's on the bottom. And we have the Four of Cups here. So with this blue energy, I'm definitely getting a tie here with the Three of Swords and the Hermit. Not necessarily the Ace of Wands, but I do feel that with that blue present, that energy that's present, I was getting, we'll leave this here. I was getting that this is like a sun and moon energy, a balance between masculine and feminine, that union energy that I was getting, where I feel it's more definitely tied with this Eight of Pentacles energy here. And so it's possible that, you know, this energy that went into Hermit mode could be in a very strong connection with this feminine energy. And because of what has taken place at the beginning of their journey, while they're going within, kind of being in this overall position here of this feeling of the Four Cups and feeling, you know, a little desolate and like they've kind of lost out on something and that their cups are empty. But they're not really, I feel like, looking further down to see how the growth, possibly from like overflow from these cups at one point when they did have water in them, what, how they planted a good energy to begin growing these lotuses here, helping these lotuses to rise from the mud. Four energy brings us back to that stability, and with that four here, and then this being the fourth card, getting a strong tie there as well. Someone may like to ride horses or have a horse. I'm hearing with that horse, there's, a stamina energy that is present with this Four Cups energy, where I feel it has a lot to do with this energy taking place here. But there's just being off of that horse. I feel like this is like a reflective state, wanting to heal, really kind of thinking about things as they move forward, because they are facing forward. And possibly not feeling the greatest either. Health-wise, I should say. It could be what they're taking in, food-wise and drink-wise, needing to change up a diet, and what they're eating and drinking. Being more out in nature, I feel that's healing energy for them as well. Being in the daylight, in the sunlight, that sunlight energy also coming from this feminine energy here, that connection there, and not possibly having enough sun because of what's happened, and still healing and going within and transforming. Cups energy is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And so, this could be, definitely be you. Again, just take it as it resonates. But this could be, the beginning, again, of an overall path that you have taken. And this just kind of speaking and bringing light to what it is that one has gone through and going into this hermit phase and how one is currently feeling. Being connected to a sunlight energy here where they work very hard. They look like they're kind of sitting and waiting too. These energies are kind of feeling the same. I feel like this could go either way, where like this feminine energy again is looking on what it is they've accomplished, but also seeing that rose there. I feel like there's a gaze on this rose here, knowing what it is that they've gone through, and feeling the energy of like almost like what could have been, as they're, I feel like, making a decision that has to do with their stability and how they're going to move forward and progress into Nine of Pentacles and then towards Ten of Pentacles energy here. But it's possible too that, you know, two energies could be missing each other, where this energy, which could be you, you know, has had quite a few options. But there's one in particular that's very unique and different from these other three. So that could mean something there too. All right, so Scorpio moons, this was your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful. I do wish a lot of you, you know, great healing, whatever the case may be, and that just have faith and continue to stay strong and believe in yourself and know that all is well. You know, I'm really feeling the melancholy with this overall energy, especially I feel with the connection that is taking place. But again, you know, we're all assigned certain parts to play. We choose what it is, you know, what we're, as far as like what we're going to do coming into this world. And as painful as the situation may seem, it, you know, it's just, again, going back to that polarity where the light creates the shadows overall. And so, you know, it's like they're interchangeable. They need each other in order to present a balance, to present a union, to present a powerful energy that is going to be for a greater good. And I feel like with that coming together between possibly two individuals, it's just going to help them to both become better, to be better, to come into their greater selves and their true identity and self-remembrance. All right, so again, I just I wish you all the best. I send you my love, and I thank you all for your love and support. I do hope that these messages were enlightening and empowering for you. And just with this overall picture coming to the front, just to be able to see and reflect and see how things are and where one wants to go moving forward. So do take great care. Until we meet again, I love you. Peace.